मैं मर्दानी नहीं हूँ एंड आई एम डेफिनेटली श्योर कि आप भी वेट कर रहे होंगे हमारे इस एपिसोड का बिकॉज दिस टाइम आई हैव अ वेरी ब्यूटीफुल एंड गॉर्जियस लेडी विद मी एंड द मेजर पार्ट ऑफ दिस एपिसोड इज दैट कि आपको पता चलेगा फेमिनिज्म वुमेन एनकरेजमेंट। आज जब हम महिलाओं की बात करते हैं कि सोसाइटी में उन्हें क्या दर्जा दिया जाने वाला है, बात करते हैं कि मैं मर्दानी नहीं हूँ, ऐसा क्यों कहना जरूरी है? क्योंकि सबसे ज्यादा जरूरत आज है कि हमें किसी के साथ कंपेयर करने को जरूरत ही नहीं। And when I talk more about this topic, let's take the opinions of our very special guest over here, Mrs. Jyoti Vyas. And and not more because I love the more fact about you is that you're more genuine about the atrocities of the nature because we're purely connected with it. And you, as a woman entrepreneur, you take a lot more things carry forward with you. Breaking the stereotypes, right? कि हम लोग काफी ज्यादा जो कहते हैं क्रूरतियां जो होती है हमारी लाइफ के अंदर, जो कि हम आज से नहीं बहुत पुराने टाइम से फेस करते आ रहे हैं। फ्रॉम देन टू नाउ हाउ डू यू फील कि इतनी सारी चीजें स्टीरियोटाइप्स जब हम ब्रेक करते हैं, काफी स्ट्रगल आते हैं लाइफ के अंदर, हाउ यू टेक दिस जर्नी इनटू सम स्मॉल स्पेस कि वुमेन्स को एक ब्रीथ करने के लिए भी एक स्पेस चाहिए होता है?
See, I totally agree to what you're saying. So whether it is a lady who's working in a village or a lady who's working in a corporate or somebody who's trying to build a business, there is always multiple step of struggles.
Yeah.
But if we see the positive part, struggling makes us more strong.
Yeah.
Right? And that actually gives us that space where the space which you're talking about, the space which we build, we are able to build it because we go through all those struggles. And I would actually add to it कि जितना हम काम करते जाते हैं, जितना हम इन स्ट्रगल्स को, ऑब्स्टिकल्स को क्रॉस करते जाते हैं, उतना वी बिल्ड अ बेटर प्लेस फॉर मोर females or anybody who is interested, to build up a strong base for themselves.
Do you really feel कि जब एक the major part of the show is मैं मर्दानी नहीं हूँ, do you really feel bit embarrassed जब हमें किसी ना किसी men से compare किया जाता है? Because there is no equality. Women have always been upside because women is always a woman. You cannot compare them with anyone.
Yeah, I not a bit. I feel a lot embarrassed a lot of time. See, I am working with artisans, karigar. I am working with the corporate companies. I am working on multiple level and हर level पर आपको comparison देखना पड़ता है. So what I am always saying is कि feminism doesn't mean कि आप वो ज्यादा हैं या हम ज्यादा हैं या हमको उनके आगे जाना है. It's just being equal. It's just being equal because जो आदमी का रोल है, जो मेल का रोल है इन अ सोसाइटी, दैट इज डिफाइंड द सेम फॉर वुमेन, एंड आप उसको नेचर वाइज देखें या सोसाइटी बिल्डअप देखें तो सबका रोल डिफाइंड है. अगर हम उस रोल को ही थोड़ा सा रिस्पेक्ट देकर और स्पेस देकर काम करें, सो वी ऑल आर गुड, वी आर इक्वल.
मैं काफी अच्छे से जानती हूँ बिकॉज यू वर्क विद द कारीगर्स, राइट? और उनमें एक हुनर होता है और उस हुनर को पहचानने के लिए भी आपको एक अलग हुनर आपके खुद में चाहिए होता है ना, कि आप ये कहीं ना कहीं देख पाओ कि द वन हु इज टैलेंटेड हैज टू मेक श्योर कि आपको उससे काम कराना है. एंड बीइंग अ वुमेन, आपको कभी कभी ऐसा नहीं लगता है कि इट्स टू हार्ड टू टॉक टू देम, और मे बी इसके कंपेयर अगर हम करें मे बी योर क्लाइंटल वेयर दे फील लाइक ओके यू आर अ वुमेन. जनरली आज से पहले हमेशा घर वाले जो हमारे मेन होते थे, बिल्कुल आदमी लोग बिजनेस संभालते थे. Now it's a time for a woman to run the world, right? How do you feel in that concept कि लोग आपको देख के किस तरीके से, do they judge you?
I get a lot of judgmental views everywhere.
जैसे
So when I started working with the artisans, so they were like, अरे ये औरत के साथ औरत कैसे काम बता रहे हो? They cannot take take orders, or they cannot see the authority of a woman asking them to work for her.
Yeah.
A woman is paying her, that is not very cool.
Yeah.
Right? But then because वो काम है तो वो by time धीरे धीरे कर लेते हैं. अब आप जब कारीगरों के साथ काम करते हैं तो आपको पता पड़ता है कि आपको जो दिखता है वो दिखता है आपको मेल कारीगर, उसके पीछे जो पूरी काम करने की टीम है, they all are their family members and most of them are women. राइट? बहुत सारी औरतें काम करती हैं. तो आप जब उनके साथ साथ उनका थोड़ा सा ईगो बूस्ट करके, थोड़ा सा उनको आपका अथॉरिटी दिखा के काम करते हैं, देन यू आर एबल टू वर्क विद देम. सो व्हेन इट कम्स टू बिजनेस टॉक्स, when you're talking to somebody, some male person, so आई वुड नॉट से एवरी टाइम, बट बहुत सारी बार ये एक्सपीरियंस होता है कि दे आर लाइक, अच्छा आप अच्छा आपको तो थोड़ा इसका कपड़े का आइडिया कम होगा, आपको इसका आइडिया कम होगा. व्हाई? I am when I'm working in this when I'm taking this business ahead, so I have idea of everything. आपको बहुत चीजों का आइडिया नहीं है, you Google it and you know it.
That's true, that's true.
You know, the point here is that कि struggles तो होते ही हैं, लोग आपको जज करते ही हैं. People would give you that look when you see a अरे woman, अरे if you're going to a vendor also, that time also, अच्छा मैडम आई है, आपको बताता हूँ. So this happens, you know.
That's true, that's true. And I'm sure आप लोग भी जज करते हो women को, क्या करते हैं नहीं, you just have to tell me in the comment box. And I am just coming back after a small break. So when I talk more about the word, which is music of Loom, which is very close to your heart after the family, but still as a family, ये कैसे आइडिया आया कि हैंडीक्राफ्ट में, बिकॉज हैंडलूम, द ट्रेडिशनल टेक्सटाइल, दीज आर समथिंग व्हिच इज वेरी क्लोज टू राजस्थान एंड जयपुर. हाउ डू गेट योर हार्ट इनटू दिस कि मेरे को हैंडलूम में कुछ इस तरीके करना है, व्हिच इज मोर रिलेटेड टू स्पेसिफिक एज अ वुमन, मे बी साड़ी और मे बी होम फर्निशिंग. हाउ डू यू गेट दिस zest?
See, when I was very young, my born and brought up is from Shillong, so we used to visit my hometown Jodhpur, and I was so fascinated to see the colors, the hand lock, and other things. Furniture, a lot of things. Rajasthan is full of handicraft.
That's true.
So that was always back of my mind. I used to love all these things. So when I started working, I worked with a lot of artisans. I worked, as I told you, I was working with Rajasthan Patrika. So I got an opportunity to work with artisans. Then I started my company called Kaladarshini. So I again started working with artisans at that point of time, and the more I worked with them, the more I realized my love for my own handicraft. I am a Marwadi, so from
इतने सुंदर सुंदर नाम वहीं से आते हैं, like कलादर्शनी, music of Loom. I think that shows you're full of creativity.
Yes. I got in touch with different artisans. There was one major incident, which I would just like to brief you. I went to meet an artisan. He was painting something, and he was sitting in a very small room, like very small as in smaller than a very, very small room. Like I'm not able to define that small room, but and he was sitting with one light, and I asked him, "You are doing all these things. How do you earn?" And I was just doing a small story kind of thing, not.
Yeah.
So that time, he told me that he has to work. He has to make around 1,000 or 500 pieces a day for the miniature painting, and then he would get one day's उसका जो salary में उसको मिलेगा, and then he'll go and buy this घर का खाना and everything. So I asked him कि आप इसको कला को आगे कैसे बढ़ाओगे? And I said मुझे नहीं पढ़ाना. He told me bluntly, मुझे नहीं पढ़ाना. मैं तो मेरे बेटे को ये मोबाइल ठीक करने का कोर्स कराने भेज दिया, इसमें कुछ पैसा नहीं है, कोई पैसा नहीं देता, सब खा जाते हैं. He was that conversation was very painful. That time I decided, see, I have to do something for my art, for my handicraft. I have to do something. Whether सागर में एक अगर बूंद भी है, तो भी it is valuable.
You should not be failure.
Yes, so that is where I started, and धीरे धीरे मेरा पूरा इंटरेस्ट जो है दो चीजों में narrow down हो गया. One is sarees. I love wearing sarees, and second, home decor. So finally we came to this conclusion that we are going to work with this, and we work directly with artisans.
I think that's the truest and honest thing, because bringing that lively traditional from there to now, that's what people are actually missing. And of course we are totally, हम लोग हमारी भागती दौड़ती जिंदगी में हमेशा से involved रहते हैं, लेकिन we still miss that touch of that pure essence of the traditions.
Yes, we should. This should be revived. A lot of companies are working towards it, and I'm glad I'm part of this whole revolution where we are working towards handicraft, hand block, printed stuff, and all these things.
वेलकम बैक. हम वापस आ गए हैं और हमारी कॉन्वर्जेशन अभी भी ऑन है. नाउ द फर्स्ट पार्ट वेयर वी डिस्कस मोर अबाउट द थिंग्स कि जब आप बिजनेस में होते हो, आप सोसाइटी आपको कितना जज करती है, सो मोर. लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं विमेंस की लाइफ जो होती है वो फैमिली के बिना कभी कंप्लीट नहीं होती है. Like it starts from the family, it ends to the family.
Yeah, I would not agree 100% कि complete नहीं होती. I would not agree to that. But yes, it's an important part.
It's an important part. You keep that sweetest face, because sometimes you struggle a lot. They might challenge you, or they might support you, or maybe they might इतना favor में भी नहीं होते. Share me some beautiful, some story where you feel like कि when you got married, जब शादी हुई उससे पहले मे बी आपके फादर ने डिसीजंस लिए होंगे that this is the time, अब आपको शादी कर लेनी चाहिए,
Yeah.
and they find a guy for you. How do you take this thing? Because तब से लेके अब तक there are lot more challenges which all come. So पूरा
Yeah.
story जो है वो different है. तब पहले एक अलग नजरिया था, आज एक अलग नजरिया है. उस नजरिए को आप कैसे देखते हैं?
देखिए, जब मेरी शादी नहीं हुई थी, दैट टाइम ऑल्सो आई वॉज वर्किंग विद आर्टिसंस एंड आई वॉज वर्किंग इन राजस्थान पत्रिका. So because I was working in Rajasthan Patrika, that was a big brand, it is a big brand. So उस वक्त मेरे father was okay because I was working. When I started my own business, he was not very supportive because उनको लगा रही लड़कियां business नहीं करती, लड़कियां तुम पढ़ी लिखी हो, job करो, right? So that is where the struggle starts, you know, when you are, आपको एक सांचे में डाल दिया जाता है कि आप पढ़े लिखे आप जॉब ही करो, go for business and all, it's for men, okay? And then after, when I got married, so I would say in like 10 days time, I asked my father-in-law, I want to start my business, can you help me with some money? So he was very, very supportive. He said, हाँ कर लो, go and settle down and then start your business. So this is like as a transition phase था वो. And after that, I would say like my husband is very supportive and he works from home. He takes care of my daughter, so I'm working in my office. I'm taking care of
You said
business.
one word कि settle down हो जाओ. मतलब you go and settle down. That's what your father said it.
Father-in-law.
आप settle down को मतलब आप कैसे देखते हो कि settle down मतलब क्या कि before you get married or after you get married? How do you?
No, I think what he meant was we got married and in 10 days time I asked to start my business. So he wanted me to just get involved with the family, settle down with my husband, you know, take care of the house, husband and मतलब हम दोनों एक बार एक दूसरे को जान ले अच्छे से, then उसके बाद you do whatever you want to do. I'm supporting you, but he's asked me थोड़ा सा एक बार घर पहचान लो, सब देख लो, उसके बाद you start.
आजकल विमेन्स क्या हो गई है कि जब भी उनकी शादी होती है, so they go to the different family. और हमेशा से आप कितना ही उस फैमिली को जानो, लेकिन वो नया ही होता है. There is always a new feel which comes into this. लेकिन कभी होता है जो आपके आसपास लोग होते हैं, you have to make them happy. Like अगर वो खुश नहीं है तो फिर कुछ नहीं है, right? That's a true story.
Yes.
How do you define that thing? Because today women feels like that कि ये हमारा right है, this is the right, what we have to be comfortable, and nobody thinks about that thing. They just take it. Okay, she has entered, she will do tons of things for other people. Nobody expect that they should also do it for her. Did it ever happen with you?
Yeah, it happens all the time actually.
Happens
all the time. So I would exclude my husband from it because he never defined any kind of role in the family. Like हमको फैमिली चलाना है, we are running a home, so we have to do everything. तो हमारे घर में कुछ defined role नहीं है. But when we go, हम in-laws के यहाँ जाते हैं या मेरे parents के यहाँ जाते हैं, so there are role defined, you know. You have to be there. So we go through a lot of situations like this. I lost my grandfather-in-law. So I had to leave my entire work behind and everything behind, and then I had to take care of everything going on there because I'm the eldest. So आप इसको challenge नहीं कर सकते हो because somewhere you think कि यार मेरा ड्यूटी है, because ये हमारे अंदर ना inherent है, ये हमारे अंदर इंजेक्ट किया हुआ है सदियों से कि आप बिजनेस करें, that is good, but your first priority is to take care of your family. If you challenge that, your parents would be the first one to tell you are doing wrong.
Yeah, you are doing.
Right, so in-laws तो फिर second हो जाते हैं. So these kind of struggles.
पहला thought वहीं से आता है. It all engrows from there.
Yeah, because I think every woman is taught in India that you have to do good in your life. आपको career बनाना है, आपको सब करना है, but family is your priority. So what happens, you know, that is आपके back of your mind आपके रहता है वो कि you have to leave everything and go and take care of your family, and then business comes next.
Yeah, that's true. Like the one you have seen, and you postponed the interview in between, and you said like, the first is daughter.
Yeah, I had to.
I think that's a very common thing because we are born to do such things. We always make sure that people are comfortable with us.
Yeah.
How do you define feminism in your opinion? That does it need equality, or women are always upside?
I would not say always upside, but I have three specific words: equality, respect, and space.
I think that's true. And from there, it becomes more respectful.
Yes.
People start recognizing you that yes, you are there, and what you are doing, it's so much to the world.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I totally agree to it.
I think thank you so much for this beautiful episode because it gives more of the opinions to people who really find it that yes, somewhere you women have a very strong ground to stand, and do not forget that women run the world.
Thank you.